This guy just tried to walk up to me. So, just...
Well, he's staring in what specific direction right now?
Someone just tried the door.
Hey! This first video comes from the YouTube channel Travel Snacks, who was wrapping up her time in Texas in January 2023 after visiting her son and driving around Dallas, looking at different neighborhoods to possibly live in.
So my last video, I was in Texas and it was going to be my last day. I was eating my kolache and it was delicious, but then I just wanted to drive around a little bit more, looking for different neighborhoods, places to live possibly. But I drove around like 3 or 4 different neighborhoods. The first one just, I don't know, it was very nice, beautiful, but just felt very, to me, lonely. It just, is this working? Maybe it's just that I didn't really see a lot of people walking around. And then the next neighborhood that I drove around was really nice. Lots of nice houses. And I have a feeling that they're really probably expensive. And I want to live somewhere that's a little bit more vibrant, maybe. And then the third neighborhood I drove through was more my style of house in terms of size. Almost like little cottage style houses, which I think is very cute. But the 2 things that I noticed is that, number one, there's no garages. It's just like a pull-up little driveway, which is okay because my van is tall, and if I find a place, it's gonna have to have a garage that's extra tall, which is probably pretty hard to find. And then that night, I wanted to take my son out to dinner as just a thank you for helping me with fixing my pipes and letting me stay at his house for a few days and stuff like that. So we went to a Mexican food restaurant called Rayo's Taqueria. He chose it. He said that he was looking for a specific kind of taco, birria tacos, which looked delicious. I just had a bean and cheese and avocado burrito. But when I told him to pick a restaurant, I was like, as long as they have good queso, that's all that matters. And this place, their queso was so good. I could have drank it straight from that little bowl. Now I will say, I was not impressed with their pricing on the queso, because that little container was $8.50 for the queso and chips. What is this, liquid gold? I mean, it tasted good though, I will say. But it was the experience. Me and my son had a really nice time. So this morning I got up, went to Planet Fitness, got my shower, read my Bible, and it's time to go. And I'm headed to Jacksonville, Florida.
She's planning to head from Dallas to Jacksonville, Florida, and she's decided to take her time with the drive instead of rushing through it. She maps out a route that allows her to stop in different cities along the way, without exhausting herself behind the wheel.
Now, one of the things I've learned about myself is that I really don't like driving long distances every day. I don't like it when I have to drive like 5, 6, 10 hours a day to get somewhere. I enjoy driving, but maybe just 2 or 3 hours at a time. So I decided to just map out what the route is from Dallas to Jacksonville, driving 3 hours a day. So I just kind of put it in my planner. Okay, like I'm going from here to here on this day, and the next day and the next day. So what I've learned is never to exercise or exert yourself to the point of pain. If I were to keep going, I'm definitely going to have some kind of back pull in my future. So I'm just going to take a quick walk, just get in some more steps and some more activity. And fun little fact, I forgot about this place. Like I remember taking this walk before, this park, but I didn't remember where it was in the world. And then when I pulled up, I was like, oh, I've been here before. So I'm in Bossier City, Louisiana. And it's kind of a cold day, but because I've been skipping, I'm warm. So I'm just gonna take a quick little walk and then go back to my van.
Road life in a van means dealing with inevitable challenges. This includes possibly dealing with unknown circumstances that might affect one's safety, especially at night.
So I'm about 3 minutes away, but I thought I would just film a little bit of Bossier City, which is right near Shreveport, Louisiana. This, Bass Pro Shops, is right next to Margaritaville Hotel. Oh, there's a kitty. Stray cat. All right, this is a little better. This guy just tried to walk up to me. So, just... And then this guy with his lights that just flashed on me. I mean, I feel bad because he's asking for a jump, but you shouldn't, as a man, approach a woman asking her for a jump. There's 50 million other cars in this parking lot, and you can go into the casino and ask. Maybe when he saw that I was a woman, he didn't keep coming up to my van, but I just kept looking down, so it's a no for me. I'm going in the back. Make sure I lock my door. What seems weird to me is that he's just standing there back by his truck. Maybe he's just frazzled, but if it was me, I would definitely go in to the casino and see if there's like a security that could help. And I'm just scoping it out now because he had started to walk up to my van and then he kind of just stopped approaching me, but I don't want him to walk back over here, so I just want to make sure. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's over here. Okay, good job, guy. He's walking towards the casino. Alright, so these are the fun, well, it's only fun if nothing bad happens, but these are the fun things that I like to do, is to like have these little spy moments from my van, because I'm nosy. But it's also kind of cool to be like parked outside of Margaritaville. Alright. Nice and quiet. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Living solo in a van also means staying aware of your surroundings, especially when parking overnight in public places. You're choosing unconventional spots to sleep, and that comes with its own set of considerations about safety and comfort. In September 2023, YouTuber Sarah Shamblin was finishing up her time in a town where she'd been for a couple days. She needs to be in another town by the weekend to pick up a package she sent herself, then plans to head towards the Pacific Northwest.
I'm hot. I'm ready to go. I've been in this town for a couple days now and I actually really like it here, but I need to be in another town by Friday, or at least by this weekend, to pick up a package that I sent myself. And then from there, I want to like start heading towards the Pacific Northwest, aka home. Oh my gosh, my whole place is so dirty. It's Thursday, so tonight I kind of want to stay in some dispersed land, take some time to do some editing and clean out my van and do all the things, chicken wangs. Okay, bye.
She spends the day getting organized and handling everyday van life routines. The evening involves settling in at her campsite, taking care of herself, and winding down for the night with her dog Toby.
If you've been following along, you know I've been struggling really hard with my acne situation. It's been a really bad hormonal imbalance, and I finally got to a place where I am not breaking out anymore. I do have like this one last piece right here, but it's not even acne. It's just from me scratching at it, and it's a wound. That's why I have my Neosporin to help fix that situation. So that's the only kind of, and right here actually, these two spots are the only raised parts of my skin, I suppose, if that's the way to put it. I don't have any acne, woohoo! But what I do have is scarring from it all. So I've been taking care of my face topically as well as internally for a while now, since I really did that massive breakout. That massive breakout really, it really got me. Like, it really killed my confidence. I am not gonna lie. I'm not that cool. I was really honest about it on here, like sharing the situation. But what I didn't share was how much it just killed my confidence. So anyway, let's wash the face. I'm looking up at the camera thing. Wow, I don't even know what it's called. So this stuff hurts. Sorry, I officially have a lisp. So you don't want to put it on open wounds. I'm going around that. It is an open wound. And now we wait. I'm gonna continue watching Pretty Little Liars. I'll be right back.
Living alone in a van means you're constantly aware of who's around you, especially at dispersed campsites. When you're settled in for the evening, you're vulnerable in ways you wouldn't be in a traditional home.
Somebody just parked behind me. Hey guys. Sorry, my dog's not very friendly. This is a single campsite. Are you planning on camping here? I mean, it's, yeah, this is site 2. I mean, were you guys all friends? Okay, my dog isn't friendly. Like, he's growling right now, so I mean, it's up to you, I guess, but I'd feel more comfortable if I was alone. Okay. Okay, they're leaving. Oh my goodness. I can pull the Toby's not friendly card, and I love that he does growl. They're gone now. She said, I'm not sure if you heard this part. Sorry, the lisp. Well, we don't really like dogs anyway, so we'll just keep going. I don't even think she meant that, because no one doesn't like dogs. You like dogs. I know you like dogs. You like unfriendly dogs. That's fair. But like, also, you just wanted the power of making your own decision. And you didn't want to be kicked out by some random girl in her van. I'm gonna lock my doors.
Dispersed camping offers freedom and privacy, but it also means you're responsible for your own safety in remote locations. And as a solo woman, you have to stay alert to your surroundings and trust your instincts about situations that don't feel right. The YouTube channel, Oreo Speedwagon R/T, returned in October 2021 to Tishomingo Wildlife Management Area, a place they have camped at before where things got a little creepy last time. They're planning to spend the night there with their dog Badger to see what happens.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Here at the Tishomingo Wildlife Management Area Refuge Home for the Rehabilitated. I don't know. It's an outdoor place. I've actually been here before. And, got a little creeped out here last time. But here's the thing. Badger, yes, he's running around being Badger, obviously. But he's been very skittish since we got here.
Yeah.
Like, he'll just take off running and not like doing zoomies running like.
Yeah.
No, he's doing that.
Yeah, no, he'll come down here.
But he comes down this little ravine down here. And
He won't go any further. Like,
no, and then he'll like get all skittish and run off. So I don't know. See,
he's looking now.
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're gonna stay here tonight and find out.
Since arriving, Badger has been acting skittish and won't go past a certain point near a ravine. They've been to this spot before and had some strange experiences, which makes his behavior even more noticeable this time around.
Well, last time we were here, there was a crow walking around in the van, I think, or
And then he heard something slapping the van.
well, not slapping, but like, I don't know, maybe a raccoon
Yeah.
was like walked under the van and hit the bottom of, like, hit the frame hard enough to like kind of move the van. That'll wake you up. You know, if a raccoon runs into your house, you're like, I have no idea that a raccoon ran into my house. We live in a van, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you would know that.
you're a little more acutely aware of your surroundings. But yeah, I don't know. We're definitely going to keep you posted.
Yeah, because he won't go any further. He'll look out there and I don't know. He's just
Yeah.
skittish.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Where are you hearing it, honey?
Everywhere. I mean, like in this area. Now he'll come over here, but he won't go over there.
Yeah, over there. He's like,
Oh.
nope. See?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's a weird. It's definitely a weird. We've been hearing noises across the lake. I'm gonna walk down here and see.
Camping in wildlife areas means sharing space with animals and dealing with sounds you can't always identify. Dogs pick up on things humans miss, and their reactions can either be nothing or a warning about something you should pay attention to.
I know there are turkeys out here. We've been out in the woods a lot. We know the sounds. What we're hearing are not regular sounds. And usually you can hear birds. You can hear critters. But when you're hearing other noises and you're not hearing critters, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. We're going to stick it out. GoPro, stop recording. You know, we have no problem running off, or not running off. We have no problem starting the van and driving out of here and going to find another place to stay. I don't feel like we're going to have to do that. I mean, do you feel like that, honey?
What?
Like we need to go somewhere else?
No,
Yeah.
it's just strange sound.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't heard critters. I mean, we heard a duck, but we haven't heard critters.
I just heard something.
Creatures, yeah. She just heard something again back over that way. Last time we were here, there were turkeys.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we're freaking ourselves up.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to. I don't let myself get freaked out.
Yeah.
Because I know for 99.99 things that you hear, there's an explanation. That word. I knew there was a word for it.
Explanation.
So, don't know. Yeah. So we're sitting here just enjoying the peace and quiet. We keep hearing weird sounds. No clue what they are. Badger's been skittish again, like we said. Like he'll just look off in the woods and stop and just stare.
Yeah.
It's eerily quiet out here.
Now that was a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, obviously there are raccoons and possums, whatever else out here. I mean, we're
Out
in the woods.
woods.
A little disconcerted. Then it's starting to sprinkle.
A little bit.
It's supposed to storm later. So, again, I'm not worried. But it's a little creepy. It'll be fine. It will. So we've been sitting here in the van. Lights off, just playing on our phones. We have the windows down, but we're just sitting in the van. And I keep hearing something out in front of the van. So let me turn the LED lights on real quick and see if there's any. Hello? It's all good so far, I guess. I mean, it's got to be good. I'm not really worried about it, but. So I locked Badger out of the van because we're sitting out here. And this boy got up in Rachel's whole lap because he's afraid of.
No.
Well, he's staring in one specific direction right now.
You smell something up here?
Living in a van makes you more aware of your surroundings than you would be in a house. Some nights test whether you trust your instincts enough to leave, or if you're willing to stick it out and see what's really going on out there. This video comes from the YouTube channel Work Less, Enjoy Life More, featuring Larry, who camps full-time after selling his businesses to live a simpler life in June 2022. He's parked at a beautiful spot dealing with 78-degree heat inside his van since his air conditioning went out about a week ago.
Hi guys, I'm Larry. This is Work Less, Enjoy Life More. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel more or less about working less so you can enjoy life more. Hence the name. I used to have my own businesses. I worked a lot. Felt like even on my days off, they weren't days off. I decided to sell everything, kind of let the businesses go, and now I work what I would consider less than part-time, and it pays my bills. Now that I don't have a huge house and huge utilities and properties to maintain and all that good stuff, life's a lot easier, a lot less stress, a lot less anxiety, and I get to hang out and sleep in places like this that people only wait for weekends to go do on rare occasions, sometimes not at all. So I consider myself very lucky to be out here in this beautiful, picturesque area. I don't know. Anyways, you're probably tired of me here and explaining blah, but yeah, so grab a coffee, grab a beer, whatever you got, kick your feet up in the recliner, and hang out with me tonight while we camp, and yeah, let's enjoy life a little bit, huh? Okay. Finally cooled down to 78. I got the fans going. Unfortunately, my air conditioning went out about a week ago. So, I don't know. The sun's going down. Probably have another hour or two before it's dark. But I think I'm just going to lay down and watch a little TV. And then wait for it to cool down some. It's just hot.
He's camped out in what he describes as the middle of nowhere, miles from seeing another person. The spot offers the kind of solitude and scenery that most people only get to enjoy on rare weekend trips.
Yeah, I'm going to make some dinner. I know this is like the worst stuff in the world. Well, maybe not really, but I'm sure it's not 100% healthy for you, but I actually kind of like it. And it sounded pretty good, so I'm going to make it. I'm going to get it lit up here. Oh, yeah.
Being alone in remote areas means every sound and detail becomes something you pay attention to. The isolation that makes these spots peaceful during the day can take on a different feeling once darkness starts to fall.
hear somebody walking outside. And they knock. They're walking around the camper. No one will.
Okay, this chair was over here by the table last night when I went to bed, or the last time I went outside. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Why is there a tent? Like right down the road from where I was camping. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen another person in miles and miles. I haven't seen anybody. And what's the deal with the truck? The guy in the truck. There was a guy sitting in a truck on the side of the road. Like a dark colored Ford or something. I think it was a Ford. Like just sitting there.
Camping solo in the middle of nowhere gives you freedom, but also leaves you completely on your own. Some spots test whether you're truly comfortable with that level of isolation, or if being that far from other people starts to feel like a disadvantage. This last video comes from YouTuber Brendan Explores, who spent a day in February 2024 visiting the coastal town of Jaywick, England, which is known as one of the most deprived towns in the UK.
Well, it's safe to say that what you're about to watch, excuse the wind by the way, is probably the hardest and not very nicest video I've ever had to edit. I don't want this video to scare anybody from getting out there and camping in a vehicle or a tent or whatever and getting out and enjoying the great outdoors, because I've done hundreds of camps, and although this is by far the worst camping experience I've ever had, it's by no means a regular occurrence. So I'm not going to waffle anymore. Here's the video. We'll start the day waking up, and then yeah, I suppose it gradually got a little bit worse from there, really, but here's the video. Good morning. Outside the back of a yuppie tennis court with a couple of Chelsea tractors hanging around. You join me in the heart of Cambridgeshire, following on from last week's video when we explored the beautiful city of Cambridgeshire, cooked up a lovely pizza in the back of this van. Today we take our adventure to the coast. The eventual goal of today's video is to go and visit, or possibly drive through, Clacton-on-Sea and finish our adventure at a little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Jaywick has a reputation that precedes it, and he's curious to see if the reality matches what the press has portrayed. The town sits right on the coast, with seaside amenities and residential areas scattered throughout.
So we're now currently driving on a road called Jaywick Lane. Got little bungalows on the side of the road. Some new builds down there. Struggling to see really what's so terrible about Jaywick. And our park up for the evening is just around the corner apparently. No way. It wants me to stay down here. Oh my god. Look at all that. Looks like a flipping bonfire or something. And there. Looks like a few of these bins have been set on fire a few times. Look at the rubbish. Well, this is apparently where I'm supposed to be staying tonight, and I don't really feel safe staying here. Here we go. This looks a bit more seasidey. We've got a very depressing looking amusement arcade. We've got Choices Kebab House. Got a Premier shop. And Marks and Spencer's round here. Right, I didn't like the look of that St. Christopher's Way car park. I would have stuck out like a sore thumb there. Would have ended up in a burnt out rubbish pile, this van would have. So I don't think we're going to stay there tonight. But there's another little car park along here. Last thing I want to do is get stuck underneath a high barrier in Jaywick. We're going to get under there? God blimey, that's going to be tight. I think we're just going to take it nice and slow. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Right, we're in.
Camping solo in unfamiliar towns means constantly evaluating your surroundings and making judgment calls about where you feel comfortable. The vulnerability of van life becomes real when you realize how easy it is for someone with bad intentions to approach without you hearing them until it's too late.
Alrighty. Oh, nice and quiet here. Not even a sound of a distant car. Just how I like it. I don't think you can see much out there, but it's absolutely dead quiet. But thank you ever so much for joining me. I will bring you back in the morning and I'll show you a proper look at this place. Couldn't really see much when it's pitch black, but yeah. I appreciate you joining me for this adventure. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and stick around next week as we explore a couple more places on our way back to Shrewsbury. I'll see you in the morning. Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
Living in a van puts you in a position where you're always visible in ways traditional campers aren't. Some places feel fine in daylight, but take on a different character once the sun goes down and you're committed to staying the night.